This is the most secretive organization in the world. It operates in the shadows, with unlimited money, invisible influence, and a reach that spans the entire globe. It has overthrown governments, manipulated elections, and shaped the course of history without ever appearing on the battlefield. But here's the truth: most CIA didn't start as a powerful force. It started as a failure, and everything that followed changed the world forever. America's biggest weakness: 1945. 1945. T is 1945. The Second World War is ending. Cities lie in ruins. Millions are dead, and the world is about to be divided. On one side, the United States. On the other, the Soviet Union. But there's a problem. America is blind. While the Soviet Union builds one of the most powerful intelligence networks in history, the United States knows almost nothing. At the time, America relies on the OSS, the Office of Strategic Services. They were brave, but inexperienced. Compared to Soviet intelligence, they were amateurs. Even allies like Britain didn't fully trust them. America was winning wars with tanks and factories, but in the world of secrets, they were losing. The birth of a shadow agency, 1947. After the war, President Truman realizes something terrifying. Without intelligence, America is vulnerable. So in 1947, behind closed doors, a new organization is born, the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA. Its mission, not just to gather information, but to act, to influence, to interfere, to fight a war that no one would ever see. And from the very beginning, it was given something incredibly dangerous: unlimited flexibility, no clear limits, no clear boundaries, just one goal: protect American interests at any cost. Secret money, secret power. But power needs money, and lots of it. The solution came hidden inside something innocent: the Marshall Plan. Officially, it was meant to rebuild Europe, but secretly, a portion of that money was redirected, millions of dollars flowing into CIA operations, untraceable, unaccounted for. This money would fund elections, propaganda, bribes, covert operations. The CIA now had something every shadow organization needs: a hidden engine of power. Early failures, but money wasn't enough, because the CIA had a bigger problem. They were being infiltrated. Early missions failed again and again. Agents were captured. Operations collapsed. In one mission, CIA-trained operatives were sent behind enemy lines, only to be betrayed before they even landed. Every move was known, every plan exposed. The agency was compromised, and dangerously close to becoming irrelevant. Fire Act 5, first big success. Iran, 1953. Then came the turning point. Iran. Its leader had made one critical mistake. He challenged Western control over oil. That was enough. The CIA launched a covert operation, not with bombs, but with manipulation. They spread propaganda, bribed politicians, funded protests. Slowly, chaos grew, until one day, the government collapsed. Just like that. No invasion, no war, just influence. Inside the CIA, it was seen as a masterpiece, but in reality, it set a dangerous precedent. The coup era. After Iran, the CIA repeated the formula. Guatemala, Latin America, Asia. The strategy was simple: control without being seen. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. In Cuba, a disastrous invasion failed completely. In Vietnam, things got worse. What started as covert influence turned into full-scale war. The coup era. After Iran, the CIA repeated the formula. Guatemala, Latin America, Asia. The strategy was simple: control without being seen. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. In Cuba, a disastrous invasion failed completely. In Vietnam, things got worse. What started as covert influence turned into full-scale war, scandals and exposure. Eventually, the truth began to leak. Scandals shook the agency. Political manipulation, secret wars, illegal operations. Public trust collapsed. For the first time, the CIA was exposed. But even then, it didn't stop. It adapted. The Cold War ends. Then suddenly, everything changed. The Soviet Union collapsed. The CIA's greatest enemy was gone, and with it, its purpose. Budgets were cut. Operations reduced. For a moment, it looked like the CIA might fade away. But history had other plans. A new enemy. In the shadows, a new threat was rising. Not a country, not an army, but a network. Terrorism. Groups operating without borders, without uniforms, without rules. The CIA was forced to evolve again. 9/11. Then came the moment that changed everything. September 11th, 2001. In a matter of hours, thousands were dead, and America was at war again. This time, with an invisible enemy. The age of technology. The CIA entered a new era. Drones replaced soldiers. Algorithms replaced spies. Now, war could be fought from thousands of miles away. Targets tracked in real time. Strikes executed instantly. No battlefield, no warning, just precision. The hunt. For years, one man remained the ultimate target, hidden, untouchable, until finally, after a decade of searching, the CIA found him. A single operation ended it. But even that victory didn't end the threat, because the enemy had changed the future. Today, the CIA is more powerful than ever, not because of soldiers, but because of data, information, artificial intelligence. Now the battlefield isn't land, it's information. Whoever controls it, controls everything. Open loop. The CIA has been many things: a protector, a manipulator, a hidden force shaping history. But the world today is more complex than ever. And in this new era, one mistake, one wrong decision, could trigger something far bigger than anything before. And this time, there may be no way to stop it. The war you can't see. But here's what most people still don't understand. The most dangerous wars today are no longer fought with guns. They are fought with data. Every message you send, every search you make, every location you visit creates a digital footprint. And intelligence agencies are watching, not just enemies, everyone. Because in today's world, information is power. The internet becomes a battlefield. When the internet first appeared, it promised freedom, connection, unlimited knowledge. But slowly, it became something else. A battlefield, not of soldiers, but of influence, narratives, perception. Now, entire populations can be influenced without firing a single shot. Psychological warfare 2.0. In the past, propaganda meant newspapers and radio. Today, it's algorithms, social media feeds, trending topics, viral videos. The battlefield is your mind, and the goal is simple. Control what people believe. Because if you can control belief, you don't need to control force. Surveillance without limits. Satellites now watch the Earth 24/7. Drones can track individuals across cities. AI systems can predict behavior before it even happens. Patterns, movements, connections. Everything is mapped. Everything is analyzed. The CIA no longer just reacts to threats. It predicts them. Robot Face Act 19. The rise of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has changed everything. What once took thousands of analysts can now be done in seconds. AI can detect suspicious behavior, track financial networks, identify hidden connections. But there's a problem. AI doesn't just find enemies. It finds patterns. And sometimes, those patterns include ordinary people. The new global rivalry. The world is no longer unchallenged. A new competitor is rising, not in silence, but with precision. China, in surveillance technology, in artificial intelligence, in cyber warfare, it is moving fast, very fast. And for the first time in decades, the CIA is facing a rival that can match it. Globe showing Europe-Africa Act 21. The return of shadow conflicts. Across the world, conflicts are changing. Wars are no longer declared. They are hidden. Proxy battles, cyber attacks, economic pressure, information warfare. Countries don't always fight directly. They fight through systems, through influence, through chaos. Cyber warfare. Today, a war can begin without a single soldier moving. Power grids can be shut down. Banks can collapse. Communication systems can fail. All with a few lines of code. And the scariest part? You may never know who did it. The biggest risk. With all this power comes a dangerous reality. One mistake, one wrong piece of intelligence, one miscalculation could trigger something massive. A conflict no one can control. Because now, everything is connected. The CIA started as a failure. It became a global force. It mastered covert war, adapted to technology, and now it stands at the center of a new kind of battlefield. Invisible, digital, unpredictable. But the real question is not what the CIA is capable of. The real question is, in a world where everything is connected and nothing is truly hidden anymore, who is really in control?